Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Greg Furman and these are the market positions for December the 6th, 2017. Now to get started for tonight, we're looking at the US Swiss franc in the Forex market. We can see that we potentially have a new signal forming with dollar strength on the US Swiss franc. Now our neural index is turned higher. Our long-term predicted difference and our medium-term predicted difference has weakened to the downside and is starting to move higher. Our medium-term predicted difference has actually crossed over the zero line with our strength indicator and our neural index. We're sitting at 48.2 on the predicted RSI, but this is that's not a strong signal from the RSI. But again, what we're looking at here is the continuation of essentially range trading as we go into early December. Now, when we check the individual crossovers, our short term is moving higher off of that known trend line support. We've got a medium term crossover also, but our long term crossover is still not convinced that we're going higher. So when we come back to that medium term crossover, that really is the one we want to focus on. We have a lot of activity right around this 98.37 area as we've crossed over the VantagePoint 4-day predicted moving average. So when we look at all of this, guys, knowing that we're range trading, we're relying pretty heavily now on the VantagePoint daily report. So with our close today of 98.69, a bullish move, we're looking for a minor pullback to 98.38. And again, this video is being produced at 6:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday evening, ahead of the market. So, and again, the European market not really starting to move until 2, 3, 4 in the morning. So plenty of time to have a look at this trade. Once we get in there, we want to target 99.03. Now, all stops, in my respectful opinion, should be below this 97.50 area. We don't want to get stopped out anywhere near this trend line. Now, our top side, we're looking a little bit better here. I'm going to draw our upper supply area in. We can see that on the daily time frame, we do have a trend line break, which is encouraging to say the least. But again, we still are very much range trading on this particular pair. Now, with 99.09, our initial target, if we can continue to break higher here, and very important what I'm going to say here, the Euro-US pair breaks down below 118, we should see a move back towards 99.50 very, very quickly if Euro-US, if the bulls throw in the towel at 118 on Euro-US, Euro-US drops, again, that sends US Swiss franc much higher. Now, that's our first trade for tonight. Now, our second trade for tonight is going to again be in the U.S. energy sector. We're looking at the EnCana-ECA stock. Now, very interesting formation here, a classic technical formation here where we have a very tight wedge formation. But our signal from VantagePoint is suggesting we're going to break the upper part of this wedge. Now, our neural index is down, but our predicted short, medium, and long-term differences are all above the zero line, suggesting potentially a trending move is coming. Our neural index, again, being down, is the only one that doesn't agree with that. Our predicted RSI is at 55.6, and it's starting to gain a little bit of momentum here. So when we're looking at these indicators from VantagePoint, it's very important that we look at very specific indicators and combine as many as possible. We've got our 3-day crossing over our 8-day and our 18-day predicted moving average, our key pivot area, 1181. We've bounced right off that area. You can see our low today was 1184, coming down to that critical level. And I'll further point out we've hit this level 2 days in a row and bounced off of it, suggesting there is no sellers below 1181, at least at the current time. So when we look at this, we want to make sure we're checking those individual crossovers where our short term looks very good, medium term is excellent, and our long term is the one that has really caught my attention here. We have a lot of activity at between 1175 and 1184, a lot of a considerable amount of activity where the buyers and sellers are conflicted, but it looks like the bulls are gaining traction. So when we go to our daily report with that close of 1205. We're looking for a pullback to exactly that area that I talked about, 1171. We're then going to target 1219 on the upside. Now, I'll point out here, guys, if we can break through this upper trend line here, we should see $13 per share. So I'm not saying that is going to happen. We're moving into December trade where the market's getting very, very choppy, but essentially what we're looking at here is again a bigger move to the upside. Now, stops on this particular trade, I would keep my stops down into this area below our swing lows, below 1140 per share, because ultimately we're targeting back towards this $13 per share mark. So with that said, these are the market positions for December the 6th, 2017.